Hey Happy Crew, HappiDaze here. In today's video, we are doing some summons on the Grand Feast banner. As we see, we have about 4,500 gems. We still have one day left of the event, so we could technically get another 100 more for another couple multis. But yeah, let's go ahead and get through it, see what we can get. Obviously, the Mihawk is the new unit. Don't need really anyone else on this banner. Have Jinbei, have Nami, have Robin. They're pretty much all maxed out, so really not much for us to do here. So for those of you who aren't familiar with the way the Sugo is structured, basically you store up to 5 teams. You want to try to get the highest rank you can get. The more rank you get, the more copies that you can get, so we can get the dupes and the limit breaks. So yeah, with that being said, let's get into it. This is probably going to be a pretty long video, unfortunately, just because of the length of the time it takes to do the polls. And the fact that we have 4,500 gems, right? So it's going to take a while. You do get one of the guaranteed Mihawks right away, which is good. So you're guaranteed to at least get one copy, worst case scenario, as long as you do, you know, a 50 gem pull. So yeah, that's at least nice. You can get that. But you really want to max out these units for free. That's the way to do it. Unfortunately, so far, I don't think really any of them have been like crazy in terms of being able to use the unit or need the unit maxed out in order to do the most damage there. So got him first pull. Like I said, we want to see a bunch of him. He's obviously the higher point boosters. So yeah, there we go. Second pull there, we do get a rare recruit on the final multi. Really not much going on, so we do want to see the yellow posters. That's kind of the key. The first 5 that you get are stocked, which is the good news. It means that you don't have to worry about, you know, replacing the first 5. And then obviously as you pull more and get higher point value teams, you want to replace the ones that you have below. So yeah, that was a pretty trash multi there. Pull number 3, not really too much so far. Not the right Mihawk that we were hoping to see. Red poster at the end. Sabo. Alright, so this will be the last one that we can actually stock. Love to see those gold chests. Usually that's a good sign that you you might have pulled the new recommended character there. But not in this case. Oh, there we go. We did get him on the last one. So there we go. So just take a quick look at the stock list. So you can see like they're all pretty low point boosters. 29,000 being our highest, which was I think the first multi that we did there. So yeah, basically what we'll do is basically replace all the teams at the bottom as we get higher point boosters until we get kind of really full teams there, and just go from there. Don't know why I'm bothering pulling back on that animation. Like it doesn't matter, especially fair. It's not like we're pulling a debut legend or anything like that. So we could probably just not have to worry about the whole animations too much there. You get a king as a red poster there. So yeah, we're just going to sub out the last one that we got, just with the higher point boosted team, and just keep going from there. I must say, I do like that this mode actually does let you get a lot of the older legends to get the level limit break. Especially if you're a new player, you might not have a lot of these legends that are actually out here. So it's actually really cool that they are, you know, doing what they can to help people to get the most legends there, right? So yeah, that's the only thing. Obviously, I actually really like the co-op game mode. I think it's like super fun, especially if you're doing it with alliance members or people who know what they're doing. And it's not like super difficult, right? So you could easily, once you clear the final difficulty there, you could just do the second to last difficulty or even the last difficulty. And as long as you have like a half decent partner who has a couple units who can kind of take on a couple stages, it makes it super easy to go through. All right, Vegapunk there saving us with the 25, so we're just gonna go ahead and get rid of this 21 team. Just a reminder, you need 9 copies of the Mihawk to be able to max him out. So that's what we're kind of really looking for, is to get at least 6 from the ranking rewards, and then you know, get 3 out of the 5 teams that we have to have a copy of the Mihawk in there, and that will just easily help us rainbow it out. Two reds, but unfortunately no Mihawk. Yep, still not worse than my last team, so we're just going to go ahead and drop that one. One red. Oh, we got a Mihawk poster, so this should be a good one. This should be a pretty good boosted team. We'll see. It'd be nice, Momonosuke. It'd be nice if we get a secret red in here too. That would be absolutely fantastic if that could happen. Or double Mihawk copies would be pretty sweet as well. No dice. So you can see 29 is pretty awesome. So we're just going to go ahead and uncheck the 23,000 point team and keep going. And this is how you rank up. Obviously, the more you go, the more ranks you will see there. And you just keep going until you run out of gems, basically. No red, so this is probably not going to be a very good one. Nope, only 20,000, so we're going to go ahead and ditch that one. This is the only painful part about this game mode, is you have to keep everyone getting rid of the teams and re-adding them, and it just adds a lot of time to the poll runs, especially for these videos. It can take a video that probably should be 10 minutes and turn it into something that could go until 30 minutes pretty easily. Wow, bullet. Yeah, super old legend there. Again, lower than our 24,000 point booster, so 24,778 is the score that we want to beat to replace the teams. If we don't get higher than that, then we just drop it. Zoro, but not the guy we were looking for. Ooh, only 15. That's a rough multi right there. We like that. We like to see gold chest, bunch of cut-ins, yellow poster. No yellow poster. All right, the animations look good, but this has not been a great pull there. Be surprised if we got past 22,000 with that. Yeah, only 15. That was an absolute garbage pull. Two reds. If we get a Mihawk in this one, this could be a really good one. Kid. Loaded. Come on, Mihawk. Nope. But we did get 2 legends, so it actually brings us up pretty high. So the question is, I think we're going to keep the 24,000 team there because it has a Mihawk on it. I'm just going to replace this team right here, which is the 25k team, because the 27k team is just better. Like I said, the goal is to kind of keep at least 3 copies of Mihawk, so even if I don't rank like super crazy high, I'll still have the 9 copies I need to level limit break them. Well, I thought that would actually be much worse than the 24,000 ended up being, but yeah, still not enough to replace what we're looking for. Two gold posters would be fantastic right about now. First red is Shakes. Second, Buggy and Shakes. 3 reds, so this should be a pretty good point booster, hopefully. Neko. 34. Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and use that to. Let's see how many Zoros or Mihawks do we have? So we have 2 Mihawks there. Yeah, let's replace the lowest team. We can replace the lowest team. That's fine. So that was a huge pickup. Anything you get that's over like 33k is a huge win there. Law. And just a quick note for those who might not be familiar with the Sugofest, basically the 5 that you stockpile here, you'll be able to actually grab those and take those with you when the event ends, right? So whatever 5 you stockpile, you get all the units that are on there, including the legends. So if you're looking for a certain legend, it might be more worth it to actually keep a team or a point boosted multi that's not great, but has a legend that you might not have. Just keep in mind, this should be a really good one because I think we can get 2 Mihawks here. So we have 2 Mihawks there. Let's see, can we get another rare recruit Mihawk? That would be pretty insane. This should be a good point booster. This should be a really good point booster. 3 Mihawks, like that's got to be worth a ton, right? 38, there we go. We'll take that all day. Let's go ahead and give up the... I don't want to give this... I'm debating whether to give that 25k one just because we end up, if we do that, puts us in a little bit of a tough spot. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta risk it, right? So yeah, we'll get rid of that last team. So now we have 2 34k plus teams, which is great. That's exactly what you want to see. If we can get more multis like that, that would be amazing. 3 reds. Shiki. Fuji. Whitebeard. $29. So yeah, we can just go ahead and replace the 27 just because there's no Mihawks in that team, so it doesn't really matter. So as you do more and more pulls, obviously the chance of you substituting one of your runs becomes less and less because typically your scores will go up pretty significantly once you get 15 or 20 multis in. So that makes it a little bit more difficult in order of, making the multis really worthwhile after you start pulling a bunch. Borsalino is there. 29-5, so it actually gave more points than the 29-3 team that we just pulled. So it's only a couple hundred points, but hey, every point counts when you're doing ranking, right, and getting the top rank there. So we'll take that. Yeah, this is gonna be a bad multi. The legend might save us a little bit, but I'm guessing it probably won't be higher than 19k. Let's see if it even got anywhere near there. 1937 again, doesn't help us. So we are 22 multis in, I think it said. So we're probably about halfway through our pulls so far. Again, not expecting a lot towards the end. If we can pull, you know, a couple more 38k. Instances, that would be fantastic, but it's all RNG, right? So could go good, could go bad. There's a Mihawk there. Unfortunately, because there was no other legends there, it was only a 22k point booster, which means you get sacrificed, unfortunately. Pull it again. Again, that's just not going to be a great team. Below 20k. So we'll just kill it. I'm just going to skip through this one really quick. There were no animations, so not really expecting too much there. 22k was actually more than what I was expecting, to be honest with you. Only 23k, so we're just going to go ahead and skip that. Keep pulling. Oh, we got a Mihawk at least. I think at least one red, I would think, based on those animations. Might either be a secret or on the very last one, we'll see. 29.6, so it not only is it higher, it's higher than the last one that we did, and it has a Mihawk, which is the bonus round. So yep, well, we'll go to 29.6 now, being the new gold standard. Tough animations there. Bunch of Namis at the beginning. Vegapunk at the end. Wow. Yeah, I mean, the fact that Nami was boosted and Vegapunk was boosted kind of saved us there, because we were not doing well before there. So we're just going to go ahead and replace this team at the bottom here. Keep that team. So ideally, if we get all our teams above 30k, that would put us in a really great spot. We'll just have to see kind of how the RNG luck goes, but we're doing pretty good so far. Only 20k, so we're just going to go ahead and kill that one. 15k. That kind of hurts, but is what it is. I do like the fact that they do give a lot of kind of gem steps in these multis. Ooh, that's awesome. There we go. We'll definitely take that. If we get 1 red or 2 reds, that would make it even better. But yeah, I do like the fact they give the discounted multis. Instead of 100, it's 50 for a bunch of these steps. So it just makes it that much better. Was hoping it was going to be a different legend. Unfortunately, it wasn't. Ooh, we got 2 Mihawks. This should be good. 37. There we go. So what team do you want to replace here? It's tough because you don't want to replace the 32k team because even though it doesn't have any Mihawks in it, yeah, we're going to go ahead and just replace just replace this lowest team here. But yeah, 2 Mihawks is fantastic. If you get 2 Mihawks, then you're in a really good position. Because like I said, now as long as we have 3 Mihawks in our 5 teams, then it just puts us in like an absolutely fantastic position there. We are getting another Mihawk here. We got the gold poster. Straw Hat Crew there. 35. Okay. So let's see. So we have the yeah. So basically, we can play around with the bottom 3 teams just because we already have the Mihawk up there. So because we do that, I'm gonna get rid of that guy and just replace him. So we're doing good. We're doing really good so far. We've got lucky the last 10 multis or so. We've really started picking up the pace in terms of 30k plus pulls there. Ooh, if we could get a Mihawk on this one too with 3 other legends, that would be dope. Alba there. Ace. Ugh, get off my screen. Come on, be Mihawk. Be Mihawk. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Shanks. It's still going to be good. Let's see. Oh, only 28. Okay. I thought it would be higher. I really did. Yep. So we still have 1,500 stones left. So 15 more multis, and we will be out of here. Like I said, I think we've done really good so far. I think we have more than enough to rank up pretty high. So I'm not really worried about the ranking portion of it. I know we'll at least get 6 copies, plus the 3 that we have in our stock. We'll be able to get the 9 to fully max the characters, so that's good. Beckman Crew. Sorry, let me get rid of that just bad 23k team there. Come on, Mihawk. Again, 3 reds and Mihawk would be fantastic. Not who we're looking for. Robin there. Dofi and Sugar. Mad Old Law. Alright, below the 32k threshold, so yeah, we're just gonna keep going. 13 more multis. Pain's almost over. This one was pretty much a dud multi. Maybe 18,000. 15, yeah. Just not good. Not good. Only into the second cut in there. Got at least 1 red. Survey says Lucy. Okay, got 2 reds here. Whitebeard Marco. 24. Not gonna cut it. Ooh, this should be good. If we can get Mihawk in one of those yellow posters, this would be a really good hit. Sabo Koala. Kid. Cody. Come on. Mihawk. Here, look. Not who we were looking for. At all. So, yeah. Unfortunately, is what is. Treasure chests were a lie. Cracker there. Some good animations if we can just get Mihawk. Two reds. Conjuro. Izo. Can we get Mihawk on the last poster? Nope. Shiru there. Wow, so that was actually a higher point booster. Yeah, I mean, there was only 2 boosted units on there, the Zoro and the Sanji, but for somehow, some way, they were actually better than that team. So yeah, we're gonna get some more points there. Like I said, the reward system for how it calculates points is just really crazy, which is why I'm just like, sometimes you get multis that look absolutely like garbage, and they get like these crazy amount of points. Then you have others where you're like, oh, I got 2 legends plus Mihawk, and it was like, you get like no points. So it's just kind of interesting how they do that. $21, so we're gonna skip that. Red at the end. Sanji. Let me just take a quick look. Yeah, so we have 3, 4. So yeah, right now we have 4 copies of the new Mihawk unit, which is pretty awesome. Or 4 in our reserve, I should say. One red. Jinbei. My boy Luffy. Not enough to save, but yeah, still a pretty cool multi there. Vargas. All right, we're down to the nitty gritty. 5 multis left to either increase our odds, or we're sticking with this team to see how our rankings are. There is 1 day left in the event, so of course, you know, we could probably get another 2 multis if we really wanted to, or really want to try hard. But like I said, we're gonna just try to make sure that we at least get 6 copies of this unit, and we'll see how we rank right after we do these last couple multis. 27. Just unfortunately not enough to save. This one is the discounted multi, so it's only a 50 gem multi, so that's good. Unless we get a little break there. Oof, just absolute garbage units there. 15,000? Oh, 18. Okay. More than I thought. Alright, we'd like to see that. Now can we get a gold poster as well to go with it? Nope. Red is going to be Big Mom. Oh, I have this unit maxed out like so many times. Alright. So unless we get some discounted steps, we have 3 multis left, and then we'll see how we ended up ranking and check what our stock team looks like real quick. As I mentioned, I have pretty much all of these legends, so for here, like wow, that was like a 4 or 5 legend multi right there. So for here, I'm not expecting, you know, to have any level limit break material. Most of these units I have, Sanji Judge there, are already fully level limit breaked. Komurasaki, Gecko Moria. You know, if we get a Mihawk here, this would probably be our highest point booster if we could pull that Mihawk here. Still guessing it'll be in the 30k range. Yeah, 35. So yeah, it actually ends up beating out both of these. Doesn't really matter which one we choose, to be completely honest. So I'm just gonna remove this one. Yeah, there's no Zoro in either of them, so it really doesn't matter, to be honest. All right, we got 2 chances left. Poster number 1, Judge. Poster number 2, Choppa. Sabo Koala again. Nope, not enough to qualify there. Alright, so I think this is going to be our last multi that we do here. Can we make it the best? Save the best for last. A lot of reds. Whitebeard. Black Maria. Borsalino. Jozu. Yeah, so not really that great. So, wow, but, yeah, like, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's just crazy. I mean, yeah, the point system is just really weird. So at this point, I can just replace pretty much the last one out of the stock there, just because there's no Mihawk on that team. So let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, let's take a look at our stocked teams. So yeah, that will wrap up the Grand Feast for us. As you can see right now, we're basically top 2,000. So if we take a quick look, I believe in here you can actually see what the ranking rewards are. Yeah, so where I am right now, I will get 7 copies. Even if you got 6 copies, like I said, as long as you get 3 copies in your stockpile, you're good. So that's really the goal for each of these, is to be able to rank at least rank 5,000 to make sure you get the best stuff there. Of course, there's a big difference in terms of gems between 3,000 and above 3,000 and below 3,000. So you do want to try to make sure you get below that, so you get the 40 gems. That's a pretty substantial amount of gem count. That's almost a full multi itself. So that's obviously awesome that we're kind of right in the middle there. Now, this is the last day, or there's about a day left in here. So I'm not expecting my rank to jump too much. So I'm thinking that I should be able to hopefully stay within that 3,000 category. And that's kind of where the sweet spot of where we want to be. So let me just go back real quick and just check the stockpile teams real quick one more time, just so we can see what we're getting in terms of legend-wise, because honestly I kind of forgot some of the stuff. So just as a recap here, we got 1 Mihawk there, we got 2 there, so that's our 3 that we're looking for. We actually have 4 because we have 1 in the very last team there. So we're gonna get basically 11 copies, or worst case 10 copies if we fall above 3,000. So more than enough to max them out. Not really too worried about that. But in terms of legend, so my legend Mihawk's already maxed out, both of those, both the Dex and the Int version. So again, that does me nothing. Black Maria, Borsalino, and Whitebeard are all maxed out as well. Yeah, we had the Vivi and Rebecca maxed out as well. Judge Sanji maxed out, Kikomoria maxed out, Zabu maxed out. So yeah, and V1 TreCru is maxed out too. So yeah, not really much to do. Like I said, it was really getting the debut character here and just getting enough copies to level limit break him. Can I just see what he actually does real quick? I just want to see what his... So he actually does have a Super Tandem boost. So you are going to want to make sure that you're pulling a bunch of copies of this guy so you can get that Super Tandem boost maxed up. Let me just see if it gives you any more details here. If I go into the info, I'm not going to break down the character, at least not in this video. But yeah, so you can get a Super Tandem boost. He has a barrier and a perfect hit. So yeah, you're going to want to make sure, if you can, I would say you want to get at least 9 copies, if not more. Obviously 9 will get into 150, but that will only get you, out of the 15 that you need to fully max the limit break potential, -3 because it all starts off at 1 anyway. You need pretty much 12 copies if you don't want to spend any of your investments of your tablets in order to level max this guy. Again, I'd probably focus on the Super Tandem boost and on the barrier. The perfect hits are just whatever. If you have a bunch of tablets, that's fine. Use them. But I think the 2 most important ones to get in order are the Super Tandem boost, and then put whatever you have left in barrier. And hopefully if you have at least 8 copies, that will get you those both fully maxed, and you can get 1 to the perfect hit there and be good. So that's going to wrap it up for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what rank you're going on. Like I said, I know this event technically ends in about 24 hours. So let me know if you pulled yet, what you thought, if we were able to pull any older legends that you didn't have for level limit break. We'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comment section below. As always, thank you guys. Like and subscribe. And until next time, be kind to each other. Thanks.